All right, everyone, settle in, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding right now, and we've got the inside track on everything you need to know. The pace of information is relentless, the headlines are flying, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out. Today, we're diving deep into a series of major updates that are shaking things up across the board. Get ready for some unmissable stories that are dominating the conversation. We've got developments that will surprise you, insights that will inform you, and all the crucial details you've been waiting for. Stick around, because this is the Roger Report, and we're about to break it all down for you, fast and unfiltered. First up, we're heading to the courts where a top athlete is making waves with a strong performance and a new partnership. This player has already secured a spot in a key early round, showcasing impressive form. We'll explore how this collaboration is shaping their game and what it means for their upcoming matches. This is a story of resurgence and strategic evolution, and you won't want to miss the details on this exciting comeback. Next, we're shifting gears to a significant legal development that could have widespread implications. Judges have issued a ruling that challenges existing regulations on a widely discussed topic. This decision touches upon public spaces and personal freedoms, and the ramifications are already being felt. We'll break down the core of this ruling and what it means for the future. Get ready for a deep dive into this impactful decision. And finally, we're circling back to the courts for a look at a unique player's signature style and presence. Beyond the game itself, this athlete is making a statement with their distinctive approach and memorable accessories, sparking conversation and admiration. We'll talk about the personal touches that are capturing attention and adding flair to the competition. Don't go anywhere, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's get into it. A resurgent performance unfolds. This update highlights a significant early round victory for a prominent athlete, marking a strong start to their tournament journey. The athlete has successfully advanced to the third round of a major competition for the first time in several years, signaling a potential return to top form. This achievement is particularly noteworthy given recent performance trends and the player's history at this prestigious event, where they previously secured championships. The focus is on the athlete's current trajectory and the impact of a new coaching relationship on their gameplay. Early matches have showcased a blend of powerful shots and strategic variations, suggesting a well-rounded approach that is proving effective. This development is crucial as it indicates a potential turning point for the athlete, who has been working to regain peak competitive status. The guidance from a new coach, brought in after a previous coaching change, appears to be a key factor. Reports suggest that the new coach has been instrumental in refining the athlete's shot placement and overall strategy, encouraging a more measured yet assertive style of play. This shift from solely focusing on outright winners to a more strategic placement of shots is a notable evolution. The athlete themselves has expressed satisfaction with the progress, noting a positive and supportive dynamic with their new mentor. This newfound synergy is evident in their on-court execution, where confidence and clarity seem to be guiding their performance. The athlete's history on hard courts, their preferred surface, further adds to the narrative of a player finding their rhythm on familiar ground. The early rounds have seen them dominate opponents, winning a significant majority of return games and demonstrating effective serving patterns. This consistent performance in the initial stages sets a positive tone for the challenges ahead. The athlete's ability to adapt and execute under pressure, coupled with the strategic insights from their coaching team, paints a picture of a player determined to make a significant impact in this tournament. Fans and analysts are buzzing about the athlete's current form, with many expressing optimism about their potential to go deep into the competition. The strategic adjustments and apparent mental fortitude are being widely discussed across sports forums and media outlets, with many seeing this as a true comeback story in the making. But is this impressive start a sign of things to come, or just a fleeting moment? We'll delve deeper into the factors driving this resurgence. Legal challenge to gun restrictions. A panel of Tennessee judges has ruled against 2 state restrictions concerning the carrying of firearms. This significant judicial decision directly impacts regulations that previously limited gun possession in public recreational areas, including parks and playgrounds. The ruling effectively challenges the state's authority to enforce these specific prohibitions, potentially altering the landscape of gun control measures within the state. This verdict comes after legal challenges were brought forth by groups advocating for broader Second Amendment rights. The core of the judge's decision revolves around the interpretation of existing laws and constitutional protections. The court found that the state's restrictions, as currently written, exceeded the scope of permissible regulation or infringed upon rights guaranteed by the state constitution. Specifically, the restrictions placed on carrying firearms in public recreational zones were deemed invalid. This means that individuals may now legally carry firearms in these previously restricted areas, provided they comply with general licensing and open carry laws. The ruling does not grant an unfettered right to carry weapons anywhere, but removes these specific state-imposed limitations. The implications of this decision are far-reaching, potentially setting a precedent for future legal battles over gun control measures in Tennessee and possibly influencing similar cases in other states. Opponents of the ruling express concerns about public safety, particularly regarding the presence of firearms in areas frequented by children. Proponents, however, hail the decision as a victory for constitutional rights and self-defense. The legal arguments likely focused on the definition of public spaces and the extent to which the state can regulate lawful firearm possession. The ruling underscores the ongoing tension between gun rights advocacy and public safety concerns, with the judiciary playing a critical role in mediating these debates. Further legal challenges or legislative responses from the state are anticipated as the full impact of this ruling is assessed. Public reaction has been swift and divided, with gun rights organizations celebrating the outcome and safety advocates voicing strong opposition. Legal experts are analyzing the nuances of the ruling, predicting potential appeals and further legislative action. But what does this ruling mean for the average citizen, and what happens next? We'll explore the immediate aftermath and potential future implications. Osaka's distinctive U.S. Open-style statement. Naomi Osaka continues to capture attention at the U.S. Open, not just for her performance on the court, but also for her unique fashion choices and personal flair. This season, she's introduced a new accessory to her tennis bag, a plush toy named Arthur Flash, a playful nod to tennis legend Arthur Ashe. This isn't the first time Osaka has used such accessories. Previously, a toy named Billie Jean Bling garnered significant attention. Osaka's approach to her on-court presentation is clearly a deliberate and expressive part of her identity as an athlete, blending competitive spirit with personal style. Osaka's fashion choices have been a talking point throughout the tournament. For her second-round match, she sported a purple tennis dress, drawing comparisons to Serena Williams' iconic 2019 outfit. This followed a striking red ensemble in the first round, complemented by the initial Labubu accessory. Her openness about these choices, including the naming of her latest accessory, Arthur Flash, reveals a playful and authentic personality. She explained that the name is a deliberate pun on Arthur Ashe, reflecting her connection to the tournament's history and her own journey. Osaka mentioned that her initial use of the Labubu toy started as a joke, but she's pleased that it has resonated with fans, bringing smiles and adding a unique element to her matches. This personal touch has transformed her appearances beyond just athletic performance, creating a memorable presence that fans are actively discussing and enjoying. Her willingness to share these personal details, like her initial perception of her new coach as intimidating before realizing his friendly nature, adds a relatable dimension to her public persona. The combination of her on-court success and her distinctive off-court style creates a compelling narrative that sets her apart in the world of professional tennis. Fans and social media are abuzz with discussions about Osaka's unique style and the personality she brings to the game, praising her authenticity and creativity. Beyond the style, how is her game evolving? We'll look at the strategic shifts powering her success. Osaka's strategic resurgence with new coach at U.S. Open. Naomi Osaka has made a strong comeback at the U.S. Open, reaching the third round for the first time since 2021, a year after her second championship win at the venue. This resurgence is significantly attributed to her work with a new coach, Tomasz Wiktorowski, who previously collaborated with Iga Swiatek's team. The 27-year-old Japanese player, seeded 23rd, has demonstrated a refined approach to her game, focusing on shot placement and strategic variation rather than solely relying on powerful winners. Osaka's performance against Hailey Baptiste in the second round, a decisive 6-3, 6-1 victory in just 70 minutes, showcased this new strategy. She exhibited not only her signature hard-hitting game, but also a newfound ability to vary speeds and spins, keeping her opponents off balance. This tactical adjustment is a direct result of her collaboration with Wiktorowski. Osaka revealed that her coach has emphasized precision and strategic placement, a departure from her previous tendencies. She described their working relationship positively, noting that her initial impression of Wiktorowski as intimidating due to his height and reserved demeanor quickly changed upon working together. She now finds him to be friendly and supportive, contributing to a comfortable and productive environment. This evolution in her game is crucial for her aspirations, especially on hard courts, which have historically favored her powerful baseline play. Her success in the early rounds includes winning a substantial number of return games, indicating effective returning strategies that put pressure on her opponents from the outset. This consistent performance in the initial stages of the tournament suggests a strong foundation for deeper runs. The narrative of Osaka's comeback is further enriched by her candid reflections on the pressures of professional tennis and her commitment to personal growth, emphasizing that showing up and competing is paramount, regardless of external expectations. This strategic evolution and renewed focus are drawing praise from tennis analysts and fans alike, who are optimistic about Osaka's prospects in the current tournament and beyond. But it's not just singles where notable performances are happening. We'll also touch on a significant doubles victory. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Naomi Osaka making strong strides at the U.S. Open with her new coach. A key legal ruling emerged regarding gun restrictions in Tennessee. Osaka's unique style and personality continue to shine on the court. Plus, we saw impressive doubles play from Venus Williams. Don't miss out on any of the action. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below, and follow us on all our social channels for more. We'll see you next time on the Roger Report.